Hello team, welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video and myself, Jonathan MS Piss. This is a Ukraine war breaking news update whereby we are going to look at a decree that Vladimir Putin, the dictator in charge of the Russian Federation, has signed. Putin signs a decree allowing foreigners to serve in the Russian army during mobilization. This is a huge move in my opinion. While it's unclear how many troops this may generate for the Russians, it is the fact that he is signing this decree. It shows us that the Russians are definitely desperate. They have signed agreements with North Korea. They are looking to convince the Laotians from Laos to come over and help. There are people that are over the age of 70 that we see near the front lines. We have seen people taken from prisons, so on and so forth. The list is long in terms of what Russia is trying to do to get boots on the ground. Russian President Putin says that Kyiv Independence signed a decree today permitting foreigners to serve in the Russian army during periods of mobilization, expanding military recruitment efforts. Putin's partial mobilization decree from September the 21st, 2022 remains in force and has never been formally rescinded. Ending it would require a separate presidential decree specifying a termination date. Previously, it was allowed only during states of emergency or under martial law. Despite its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Russia has avoided formally declaring martial law. According to the document, the Kremlin is also permitting qualified specialists who have reached the age limit to sign contracts with Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, the SVR, Federal Security Service, FSB, or other state security agencies. The changes aim to strengthen recruitment as Moscow tries to keep up the pace of troop replenishment without causing another wave of unpopular conscription. The Kremlin has heavily relied on financial incentives and aggressive campaigns to attract new volunteers. Moscow currently recruits 30 to 40,000 individuals into its army each month, sources familiar with the US and EU intelligence told the Wall Street Journal. On March the 31st, Putin authorised a spring conscription of 160,000 men, the country's largest call-up in 14 years. So although that is the regular conscription, the annual national service for presumably young people there, they actually upped that number to 160,000. So, as mentioned, the largest in 14 years. Though Russian officials claim conscripts are not sent to the front, human rights groups and relatives have reported that many are pressured into signing contracts. So once they get them in as conscripts, they're then pressurized into sign contracts where they have different rules. They are then contracted soldiers, and then you can hoik them off to the front line. In May, Russia's investigative committee head Alexander Bastrukin said 20,000 naturalized migrants were sent to fight in Ukraine after failing to register for military service. Wow. In the summer of 2024, Russian lawmakers passed a law allowing the revocation of citizenship for naturalized individuals who do not comply with military registration requirements. So in other words, if you are in Russia under vulnerable auspices, I guess, that you're a naturalized citizen, but if you don't do X, Y, and Z, then we're going to have you for the armed forces. Then they've been going around things like the Wild Berries, Amazon equivalent, warehouses and getting all these migrants out, whether they're legal or illegal, and finding ways of getting them to sign up. With illegal immigrants, it's far easier. Then they've been duping people that have come on student visas and work visas and whatnot to joining the armed forces. Then they are just recruiting abroad. Remember, there are also your outright foreign mercenaries that are being utilized, so on and so forth. It's every single avenue is being explored by the Russians in terms of getting troops to the front line to fight for the Russian Federation. And that shows you that, yes, they are making, of course, territorial gains continually, but they are desperate. And I don't think this is sustainable. I mean, unless, I guess, North Korea just provides an endless stream, or a functionally endless stream of recruits for the Russians, and they continue to get in people from abroad. Anyone desperate from around the world who wants to earn a few rubles is going to be allowed, it appears, to come over to Russia and join in the war. And that's dangerous for Ukraine, because every single one of those people will have to be attrited or they will be trying to kill Ukrainians. This is not good news for the Ukrainians, but it is also representative of the desperate situation that the Russians are in. Let me know what you think about this decree. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.